Laurie, my mother, was a poet of repute. At composing for occasions, she was quite astute. Birthdays, anniversaries, she was there speaking clearly, and always, I'm certain, she spoke quite sincerely. One might think I'd inherit this gift for making verse. Carl was another who by poem didst converse. The fact of the matter, I must confess to you, my friends, is that without a rhyming dictionary, I would quite be at loose ends. These reflections, I think, should not be a lament. Laurie envisioned this service a happy event. So let me share with you now some memories I treasure. Remembering my mother, these thoughts do give me pleasure. Please bear with me as into free verse I now descend, for only by this simpler means can these remembrances be penned. My love for the art of doors, instilled by many hikes in the Watchung Mountains and further afield, by canoe trips both in the backyard, quite literally, and further a stream, by bicycle trips, the earliest perched on the back of Mom's bike, my feet resting in wire baskets, and by skiing. I still remember my little red skis, Minnie Mouse adorning the tips, straps to hold on our rubber boots. My appreciation of fine food, in an age of TV dinners, which I admit we consumed on occasion. We ate yogurt before the rest of the country had heard of it. Mom cooked a mean pot roast, and I would become a red meat eater again if I just had the opportunity for another serving. Kim and I helping to drop the live lobster into the pot of boiling water. That one I don't wish for a return performance of. My enjoyment of dancing, which I started doing before I was born. Yes, it's very true. My mother went folk dancing with me as an unconscious passenger. Well, if you asked my dad, he'd probably tell you I was a willing participant. It wasn't just dancing, but also painting egg cartons at Folk Dance House in New York City while Mom and Dad danced, and to going to Bernardsville, to contra dances on the lawn at the magical McWilliams home, where you could climb the apple trees and pet the ferns that curled up when you touched them, and of course, Marine Park. The value of extended family, our trips to Mom's parents in Brooklyn, where we made hamburgers, which were really bran muffins. Don't even ask. And to Dad's parents in Flushing, where we celebrated Passover with Moody's wonderful matzo ball soup and got milk from the cow, which was really a machine in the foyer of the apartment building. Uncle Bob, part of all gatherings, as much a brother to Mom as to Dad, it seemed, and Diana, my sister, second daughter to my mother, whom she first called Mrs. Laurie, and then later, Mom. Trips near and far, singing songs in the car, to Pennsylvania Dutch country, to Mystic Seaport, to Kamak Music Camp in Canada, to the Great West, traveling by truck camper, including a stop in the town that, 8 years later, I would settle in for life. To Europe for more cycling, hiking, and sightseeing, and visits with dear friends and family, Spielers, Spanos, Cousin Shenny, Mom in the role of travel agent and guide, the role I would take on for my own family. I'll end my reminiscences and finish this poem with a return to the poetic construct by which my mom was known, and some words just for my mother, just in case she's with us here, listening to our words and tunes with an eternal ear. You'll be missed, Mom, but something that you wanted more, you remembered so warmly for all you lived for, dancing and playing, music or a game, traveling and teaching, these all bought you acclaim. Thank you, dear Mom, for an upbringing quite fine, and for living life so fully, this I do opine. Love, Wendy.